good. That is good. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How you doing? Welcome back to another episode of the weekly live $25 readings. We're on time today.
And I am prepared this time too.
Everything?
Everything. I'm prepared. I got my list ready. I got the lineup ready. I'm ready to go.
Cool. Good dealio, Emilio.
I am missing a drink though. What?
Okay, I'm just looking. See, I'm so...
He's
I don't
upset
know what.
today.
So YouTube last year did this thing where they started mirroring laptops and like desktops. So now it's mirror image. So it's confusing.
Now
so
we're on opposite sides.
Yeah. And now today I just found out that mobile devices, the playback is mirrored. I didn't even realize that until this morning. I just realized that when I clicked on one of my videos to see something. I was like, why is it in mirror image? At the end of January, a month ago, between the between the Aquarius and the Pisces reading. I did the Aquarius reading and it was totally normal. When I did the Pisces reading, it was in mirror image, and everything's been in mirror image for the last month now. Yeah. And I'm pissed about that.
He's not happy today.
There is
Hello, Miss Wanda. Thanks for being here.
Boogie.
We are going to be accepting orders during the live. I'm going to put the link in the chat. If anyone wants to buy one, they're $25 for one question.
You got to go get situated here in a minute?
Yeah, I do. But I want to get the first one read, at least.
Okay.
No, you can't switch it back and forth. He already tried.
No, there's no setting for it.
All right, we're going to start with Marie. So if you don't see your name on the list, that's why we're starting with you. But yeah, anyway, so just a quick reminder of how we do this. You click the pinned link in the comments, $25 for one question. You don't have to sit here and listen to the whole thing. You will be timestamped in the comments, or look for your name and the timestamp. And if you want to be anonymous or whatever, it gives you an option on the website for that too. Was there anything else? I don't remember. We kind of have a short list today. We only have about 12 readings, so that's only about, let's see, is there about 4 minutes each-ish? So it's 4 times 12. Let's see. So it's about, it's like 48 minutes. Well, I think usually we make these lives like 2 hours long. So if you pay right now, you will be read on this video.
Yeah.
So just to make that
It's kind of a short list last week.
Last week? You mean this week?
This past week, last week.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm going to go get a drink. All right, we're going to start with Marie. It says, I work with a guy I can't seem to get out of my head. Does he think of me too?
You know what I got to look at first?
Our soul contract.
Soul contract. Or the soul connection. Let's see. What's the nature of this soul connection or contract? I knew this one was going to come up. So, okay, wow. Well, you and this person do have some karma to work out in a previous lifetime. With that karmic wheel and the past life card. I mean, karma is past life energy anyway, but they both came out in the same spread. But when the Six of Cups comes out like that, when I'm looking at a soul contract in the upright, this individual is a very near and dear member of your soul family. You all have had many lifetimes together where you've played very close, intimate roles in each other's lives in previous lifetimes. So there's a really strong feeling of soul recognition. And there is some karma to be worked out from a previous lifetime. So when these energies come up, that means that, yes, this person absolutely feels the connection too. Problem is, it's not uncommon at all for people to not react well when faced with that type of soul connection, because it's kind of weird, you know. It's like, man, why does this feel this way? What is wrong with me? So they just throw their walls up and just ignore it out of embarrassment or whatever. And that's one of the reasons why karmic contracts are notoriously more challenging than other soul contracts. One of the reasons. Oh, look at that. Look. Karmic wheel yelling at me again. Six of Cups, past life card again. Same two cards I just showed you. This is a prime example as to why I never pull two spreads in a row from the same deck. That's why right there. So to answer your question as directly as possible, yeah, this person absolutely feels the connection too. My only concern is this: he's got his guard up, and would he admit to it? That's a whole other story. Most of the time, one of the leading causes of karmic contracts being so challenging is one of the people involved throw their defenses up because the connection is too strong, it's too fast, it's unexpected, and they don't know why it feels that way. So they just throw their walls up. You know, so, but to answer your question directly, yes, absolutely.
All right. Sorry if you hear a cat in the background.
Who's that, Sadie?
Buggy.
Buggy.
One's out. All right. Next is Helen. Hi, my name is Helen, a Libra, and I am interested to know about a Capricorn who popped into my life in December. He told me during our first discussion that he rarely has encountered such a good connection with someone. But then when I met him, face to face, he seems distant. I am very attracted to him. Sometimes attraction can convert into affection, and with that, a long lifetime friendship. My question is, where this might lead, just long-term friendship or more? Thank you.
Yeah. Confusion and mixed signals is a big red flag. Got to look at the soul contract, soul connection, full card reversed.
Go ahead. It showed somebody went live. I was going to show you who it was, but it went away.
Well, I think that this is a contract that's supposed to be a relationship. I think so. But like I said, the big red flags and whatnot of confusion and mixed signals and whatnot, that's not good. That's not good. It's supposed to be a relationship, though. That's within the soul contract. But see, here's the thing. Long-term friendship with somebody you're that attracted to can be challenging. Very challenging. King of Cups reversed. Emotionally immature, emotionally distant, emotionally closed off. I'm concerned that this could end up, frustration could end up building to the point where this pops off into some drama, because it's supposed to be a relationship. You feel it energetically, and he feels it energetically, but he's emotionally withdrawn for whatever reason. It's usually to do with past trauma. Let's see what the second spread says. Six of Cups, This stems back to a past life. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Well, like I said, soul contract wise, it's supposed to be a relationship. Is what it's supposed to be. I don't know. This is where it gets really slippery because we got to get rid of this energy. We got to get rid of the mixed signals, you know, hot and cold, on and off, acting one way one day, another way another day. We got to get rid of that energy. Because if that energy doesn't get put in check, this will end up turning into a shit show, basically. But to answer your question directly, according to the soul contract, it's supposed to be a relationship. So I would be working to try to eliminate the confusion between the two of you. All right. What did you say a second ago?
I was trying to show you somebody who went live. It was Willie.
Oh.
And then also I forgot to turn off super chats.
Oh.
I just said it right now, but I don't know if it's still showing up on here. Do you guys see the option to super chat on here? Because I just turned it off, but yeah, I can see it like right here.
Here's how we test that.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's 11:11, see it?
Yeah.
Boom.
11:11.
I get it every other day, man.
Because this we usually don't have the super chats on here because we're not taking payments that way. And some people don't know.
Let's see.
I think it's on there until we restart the video, to be honest. It's not just going to go away. Oh, it is gone. Okay, good. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. 111 in Texas. Hey. Hey. That still counts.
Yeah.
All right, next is Fontini. I hope I said that right. I'm a Virgo. I met someone who is Libra and younger than me. And after 2 months, he cut me off because he said he reconnected with his ex. I'm not sure that's the whole truth. So I want to know his current thoughts about me. This whole thing is recent.
Yeah. Ace of Pentacles, karmic wheel reversed. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't, it depends on what you're meaning by the whole truth. Because somebody like this, yes, they do usually use half-truths, the best sounding half-truth. But the whole truth is so complex and convoluted that it wouldn't even make sense, you know? His thoughts about you, he's bored, basically. He's bored. I mean, I do think he reconnected with an ex. So when you're dealing with a situation like that, it's like a rebound situation where he's lonely, broken, empty because, you know, he was heartbroken by a past person. So he's just trying to find the quickest, fastest, easiest person to come into his life and distract him from that heartbreak until he reconnects with the person that he really wants, which means that you never really had him to begin with. And for the most part, yeah, he's being honest with you. But he's bored, basically. And he feels, even though you all did have some karma to work out and you didn't do that with the karmic wheel reversed here, the contract was not completed. From his perspective, he thinks that your all's connection served its purpose. So he's, I don't even know how to shorten that without going on to a 15-minute lecture. King of Cups reversed. Yeah. See, he's a codependent. He's a codependent. Codependent people don't get into relationships for the connection. Codependent people get into relationships for the same reason alcoholics get drunk, to distract themselves from their pain. So he's the type of person that runs from his problems. Kind of like an addict or an alcoholic. They run from their problems. They don't deal with it. They don't know how, so they just run and get drunk so they don't have to think about it because they don't know how to deal with it. Similarly, an emotional codependent who bounces from person to person, and when we break up, I go bounce to this person, and then when you're willing to come back, I leave them and run back to them, and that mess, he's running from his problems, basically, and trying to distract himself from them. If he was to dig deep enough, he would still feel a sense of unfinished business because you all didn't clear your karma. But right now, he's basically just running from it and trying to forget about it. I would suspect that you'll probably end up hearing from him at some point in time before 2025 is over, more than likely. If that happens, be very careful, okay? Because these type of cycles tend to repeat themselves.
Okay, next is Larissa. Hold on. Okay, it says, I got a 22-22 reading, and the advice was to let the Lewis P interest in know how I felt because it came out that we should already be in a relationship. I let Lewis know how I felt, and now things feel a bit different. My question is, does he feel the same?
I kind of remember that one a little bit, kind of. I remember saying that. I don't remember what came out, but I do remember saying that. So if the soul contract, that means that I read the soul contract, and the soul contract was a relationship. So let me see. Emperor. Ace of coins. Ooh, devil card. Page of swords. Well, wow, this is kind of layered. So the short answer is yes. The short answer. But I'm thinking with strength card, emperor, devil card, I think he's a little bit ashamed or embarrassed. Doesn't want to appear vulnerable, likes to appear to be the one who's in control, has a very specific persona that he puts out to the world. And when you do that, if that's all ego-based shit, and it's really easy to create lots of karma doing that. Because if you're too busy in your ego, it's really easy to ignore and fight against your spiritual mission, But the short answer is yeah, but I think he's a little bit embarrassed, a little bit, because he doesn't want to appear vulnerable. Page of Cups reverse. See, Nine of Swords. I told you. Yeah. Yep. Queen of Cups. Okay. So, and there's that karmic wheel. All right. So, yeah. 10 of Cups. Yeah, he does. Ace of Cups. Yeah, he does. I just don't really think he knows exactly how to express it. I don't think he knows. He's too busy trying to be locked into this image that he's putting out to the world. And for him to let you in like that, you would break through that and see who he really is. And most people who carry this kind of energy, very few people know who they actually are. So that's kind of what you're up against here now. That's kind of what you're up against. And if you were supposed to be in a relationship already and you're not, it's currently what? Karma. There's a karmic tie because the soul contract is not going according to plan. So, yeah, to answer your question directly, I would say yes. But now it's a karmic tie because getting both of you on the same page at the same time, working towards the same goal, seems to be not working out the way it should be. So, okay.
Okay, next is Leanna. It says, hello, I'd love a tarot reading regarding my past relationship with Mario. That's their birthday, 10/14/94, and myself, Leanna, 2/4/99. I'd like to understand if I should stay in Florida. Which is, I don't really understand. Maybe maybe they're in Florida and maybe she wants to leave. I don't know.
Are you, wait a minute.
Leanna, are you in the chat?
What's staying in Florida have to do with your past relationship?
I don't know.
Are you thinking about leaving Florida and wondering if you should stay and reconcile with this person, or is this person out of state and you're wondering if you should leave and go to them to reconcile with them there? If we don't get an answer from that, I'm gonna have to skip it for now because there's too many missing pieces in that question. And if I put the wrong intention into that, it could like completely.
Well, we can come back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's like some confusion in the chat. Okay, these are the $25 live readings. People are, I think, kind of confused on what this is.
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing $25 live readings. Right now, I'm reading the ones that were pre-ordered throughout the week because I've been announcing it all week that we do this every Saturday. You can order one right now if you want. You can pre-order through the week. If you order one right now, it will be later after this list is done.
I think it could be the way I'm wording it on the pinned link here.
Okay, what do you want to edit it?
Yeah, like what should I say?
What's wrong with it? Where's it?
I deleted it. It was $25 one question reading, and then I put our website.
Well, that's the only thing you can say. How's that confusing?
I don't know. Because people are putting their questions in the comments because they think it's like a free reading. So I'm trying to figure out how to word it. So
no, you pay $25 for a question, and you put the question in the notes section when you pay for it on my website.
I know, but how do I word that? Comment and pin it.
You worded it the right way. It's not your fault.
I think it's like the title because I didn't put the $25 reading in it. I'm overthinking, you guys. It's one of those days. Okay. Yes. So $25. Okay, wait. You guys help me. I'm just a girl. To join us. Click here.
To order a reading, click here.
Yeah, but they're going to think it's just for any reading.
Doesn't it take you straight to the $25?
No, because it's different now. So it just takes you straight to the website. 25. There. 25 live reading. To join us, click here. Pin. Right? Ruby, I'm overthinking, guys. I don't know why I just like cannot wake up this morning, so I'm just having a hard time getting my thoughts together.
You drinking some caffeine?
I had a coffee, but it's just like I don't know.
I'm definitely gonna need a long nap after this. It's been
a long nap.
It's been an energetic morning.
I feel like when we do these readings, like the energy is always super like chaotic in the morning
it's
because
heavy.
I think it's because everybody's like excited and waiting to get their reading.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely like feel it over here.
Oh,
where's the sage?
Over
here. Sage break. What? Oh. Yeah, it says that the prepaid will be read first. It says that on the website when you buy it, so they should see that.
Boop-boop-be-doo.
Just a second, you guys. Sorry. We're getting our lives together. Oh, when we were at the mall yesterday, we should have got another sage stick.
Yeah. Where was that? Where did you see those for cheap? For like
at the smoke shop. Jessica.
Yeah. That's right.
You should have got one. They're like $3 or like $2.
All right. So we're going to come back to that one.
Well, I'll email her. All right, moving on. This is for banana. Yeah. I love the aliases. You guys make me laugh. I'm a Leo girl and he's a Virgo man. Met 3 years ago for work and have been in contact since then. Saw him 5 times. We live in different cities. Found we have a ton in common. Single parents with similar childhoods. Question: will we play a long-term role in each other's lives?
Yeah, let's see what the soul contract is. Let's see. 3 of Cups reverse. Boom, boom, boom. There's that karmic wheel. Past life karma. Magician reverse. Queen of Pentacles. How long ago did they meet?
3
years ago? Ugh. Well, I mean, I think you probably should have found out where this connection was going a while back.
But they met for work.
Yeah.
So it's not like they just met.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think that, yeah, you were supposed to play a long-term role in each other's lives. And now that window of opportunity is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I'm not pointing fingers. I mean, it's not your fault or his fault. Somebody, though, was supposed to take action towards this, a little bit more action than what was taken. King of Wands reversed. Yeah, I don't know. This might be close to slipping through the cracks. Let me see. King of Pentacles reverse. Well, okay, Devil reversed, Emperor. Yeah, it's hard to say now. With the Knight of Cups up there, 4 of Wands reversed. And again, not pointing fingers. I'm not saying you did something wrong. I'm not saying he did something wrong. It was just somebody was supposed to like take action towards this already, and that wasn't done. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think you were supposed to play a long-term role in each other's lives, but that window of opportunity is getting very, after this would be the last year. If it's not closed, that window of opportunity won't be open beyond 2025. It would probably be too late after this year. So you can take a shot in the dark and hope for the best if you want. I keep getting the closed door card where with the Emperor and the Empress, that was supposed to have already happened, I think. So if you want to give it a shot and take action towards it, but I can't promise you nothing. That window of opportunity might be closed. So it's a matter of whether or not you're willing to take that chance. Are you willing to take that chance and see?
So that didn't really answer the question. Will we play a long-term role in each other's lives?
I just answered that. What do you mean didn't
like
answer?
Romantically? That's what you answered.
It was supposed to. They were supposed to have already been together. So, but it's been too long. So the window of opportunity is like either closed or it's closing really quickly.
But they could be friends still, right?
I mean, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, next is Ruby. I'm a Sag Sun, Aqua Moon, and my person is Aries Sun, Libra Moon. He is 6 years younger, and my brother's friend. We are very flirty with each other, had sex a few times, and a date, but I'm not sure if he sees me as a potential partner. What are his intentions? All these questions are really, really similar, aren't they today?
Yeah.
Like you guys are all wondering what the other person is.
Already been talking, flirting, and fucking, and there's still confusion. That's not good. That is not good.
What was that? What did you just say? Flirting and fucking and what?
Talking, flirting, and fucking.
Talking, flirting, and fucking. With his accent. We love your accent.
I thought you didn't hear my accent.
I hear it.
Nine of Cups. I'm thinking this person kind of wants to be single. Yeah. 9 of Wands. He's got his guard up and wants to avoid heartbreak. 3 of Cups. You probably ain't the only one. He's been talking, flirting, and fucking.
Oh, God. Wrap that, Willie.
Yeah. So it's nothing against you. I think at the deepest level, he knows. Here's the thing, though. He's an Aries. Aries people have this thing where I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know if they just don't think about the things they're about to do or if they just don't care. But at the deepest level, if he was to focus in on at the deepest level, he knows that you all could have something. But I think he's too afraid. He wants to avoid heartbreak and remain single and play around and mess around with really anybody he can. So a lot of the answers are coming through similar too. Well, one thing that I've noticed, like when I do an all signs reading, like 10 of the 12 signs will have one shared theme, a little general theme that they all share. I've noticed that my whole career. It's always been that way. So let me see what the second spread says. 10 of Wands reverse. See, 9 of Wands again. Got his guard up. But the Empress, though, so it's like he's fighting against any feelings of connection, running from it, scared of it, doesn't know how to handle it, and wants to avoid heartbreak. I think he would rather shoot himself in the foot by ignoring a connection than take the chance of getting hurt again, because that's where his mind is. So, yeah. I think if anything right now, he kind of wants to stay single. He's afraid of getting hurt.
He wants to stay talking and flirting and fucking.
Goofball. All right.
Okay, next is Anonymous.
A naughty mouse.
A friend has recently had both legs amputated and wants to hire me for the transition to prosthetics. He has had 7 years of meth addiction and says he is done. Because of my past, I refuse to have close ties to anyone using meth. Is he really ready to quit? Jeez, that's heavy duty.
Man, look, it's easy to get comfortable doing this kind of work with very similar questions, you know. But every now and then a question comes from out of left field. It's like, whoa.
That's different.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I guess my question would be, how long has it been since he's used? But
poor guy, though. I mean, fall to your legs, like. Yeah, that's scary. I mean, at least he can't go take himself to go get any meth. That could be beneficial. Like, he can't go and get it himself. Unless, he's gonna get a prosthetic as a fake leg, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
So, well, got that karmic wheel reversed again. So y'all definitely have some karma to work out. This is part of a karmic contract. So far, I'm not seeing the devil card. That'd be the card I'm looking for, is the devil. So I think this is a classic example of, in the moment, yes, he means it. In the moment. But does he have, because I can totally understand what it means to say that and mean it.
They said last week.
Huh?
Last week is probably when they stopped.
Oh. So as a former addict alcoholic, I completely understand what it means to say that and mean it with every ounce of your heart and soul in the moment. And then you slip. You know, a couple days later, and you're confident, you really think you're going to do it. Yeah, I'm done with this shit. And then something happens and you slip. And that demon starts eating at you. Those demons that cause addiction are really, 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 really good at making living in your skin a living nightmare. And, you know, all they got to do is just push the right energetic button. And just living in your skin is a complete and total nightmare, and you'll do anything you can to get some relief from that pain and suffering. So that's kind of a layered question. Do I think he means it right now? Yeah. But how long will he be able to stay strong? That's the question. So far, it looks like he means it, though. I don't see the devil. I did see the devil while I was shuffling. It kind of yelled at me a little bit, but so far it hasn't come out. So King of Wands upright. I think he means it now. He absolutely means it now. And y'all got some, this whole thing he's wanting to hire you and you all doing it. You all have a karmic contract. I think that's part of your soul contract. So I would just be very, very careful. I completely understand, by the way, that is like the one drug that I will never go near again, ever in the history of ever, never. Oh, yeah. That opens you up to demons unlike anything else on this planet. So just be careful.
Obviously, this person is an ex-addict as well. So, I mean, I think that's good to take caution and put you first, like first and foremost. So, and that could be good. Like, you could be there for them too and give them advice on what you did, and I'm sure you do since you guys are friends. So, okay, next is Connie. Is my past person stalking me? If he is, what's his intentions? Thank you so much. Love your readings. Is it gonna do the heart? Yeah, I love that.
Could be technically two questions.
Oh, well, then just see what comes out, I guess.
Well, there's only, if I want to specifically look for the stalker card, I'm looking for the Page of Swords reversed. Knight of Wands reversed. I guess I'll take any page reversed. But technically the Page of Swords reversed, when you hear me say somebody's got their eye on you, that's the card I'm referring to. King of Cups reversed. King of Swords. Ooh, Lover's card. Well, we got that Devil card there. So I can tell. Well, I don't see any stalker energy here, but I do see obsessive energy. But when you have this devil card, lover's card, king of cups reverse, intentions aren't something that you can really explain logically. Because I don't really think he even knows what his intentions are. I don't know how to explain it when you're just fixated on somebody, wanting to know what they got going on, basically hoping to see something bad happen to you. I think that's what it all boils down to. When somebody, especially somebody you've had a bad falling out with, keeps stalking you, at the end of the day, it all boils down to one point. They just want to see something bad happen to you, I'm not so far seeing him with intentions to reconcile. That doesn't mean he wouldn't attempt reconciliation, but in the moment, I think he's just being nosy. Wanting to see what you're up to, hoping that you fail, Karmic wheel reversed, temperance, 8 of cups reversed. Yeah, death reversed, lover's card again. Yeah, just being nosy. He probably would attempt reconciliation if he thought he had a good opportunity. But mainly, 5 of Wands, death card. Just being nosy and wanting to see something bad happen to you, basically. That's the easiest way to summarize it. It's way more complex than that, but that's the best way to summarize it. Does that make sense?
And then she bought another question. It says, I get paid through Medicaid to care for my adult son with autism. Do you see me losing my job soon? They are telling us to prepare for the worst. That's crazy.
Well,
is that all of Medicaid, I wonder? Or is that
I've been telling y'all for 2 years now. We are right smack dab in the middle of a global financial collapse and reset. You're just now starting to see it play out. It's all done. The new financial system is already running live parallel to the old system. And they've been working on that since 2021. And they've been working out all the bugs and the kinks for 4 straight years now. Now, all they have to do is collapse the system. It's all a big movie. It's all a big show. It's all been done already. So just be mindful of that. We're moving into a whole new system. The system is going to collapse. Hopefully, it's a smooth transition where it can just collapse and everything shift over really quickly and smoothly. Hopefully, but let's see. Ooh, see, there's the Faith card. Queen of Wands reversed, Sun reversed, Temperance reversed. Well, you will be transitioning away from that job, I think, in the next couple of years. But we got the 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups there. Yeah, there. I think there's going to be in the next year to 2 years a transition away from that job. I think so. But at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, you might go through a rough patch that's kind of freaky and scary for a little bit. But at the end of it, you're going to be fine. Okay. Big picture, in the next couple of years, you're going to be fine. Hopefully, it all shifts over this year. Hopefully. I don't know, though. With, everything that they're doing now, they did not waste no time. From January 20th, boom, immediately we on it. So long story short, yeah, you are going to be transitioning away from that job. Might be some crazy stuff that pops off, but at the end of it, you'll be fine. You will be just fine. Your son will be fine. You'll be able to take care of him just fine. Okay?
My ears are sensitive today. Sounds like you're screaming in my ear. It's like ringing my ear.
Oopsie poopsie.
Like maybe just like a notch like this much less. Thank you. Did you do that with my little drawer down there, or what happened to my drawer?
Did I do what?
Did you do that?
Yeah. I was looking for a plug.
Oh yeah.
I'm
gonna ghosted it.
I'm gonna grab another deck.
Thanks, man.
I'm not swapping. I just want another.
We need bean bags and a massage. Hell yeah, I'm always down for a massage. Shoot. A bean bag though? I don't know about a bean bag.
This is my lucky deck.
Bean bags are weird.
Bean bag. How did I walk into a conversation about bean bags?
Why? That's such a weird name too. Bean bag.
Got beans in it.
What? Do they really?
They got little styrofoam popcorn.
Yeah, they're not beans.
Yeah, no, not real beans.
They could have called it like ball bags or something. There's like little balls in it.
Goofball.
I guess
dude.
somebody didn't want that as a name. Okay. Next is for Sweet Lorraine. It says, "Hi, Rich. Past relationship that I have been insisting on a higher, what does that say? Accent?
Did you get clarity on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either the Libra is in or this Scorpio is out of the energy field. Prior to 2020, he worked in the metal industry. He says he wants to build an empire again. He has moved out of the state to greener pastures and still hangs on. Should I run or scream? I have been keeping it neutral after calling him out 3 years ago. Is he going to be working towards us or just keep sending me emojis and sweet talking?
I'm still confused.
Are they gonna be
Who's they?
the person, right?
What person?
Past relationship.
There's a Libra and a Scorpio. Which one are we?
The Sweet Lorraine is the Scorpio.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okie dokie.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 90% sure that's what that is. So it sounds like he's just kind of like leading her on. So is he going to be like actually working on them, or is he just like playing with her and sweet talking her and trying to like waste her time?
That confusion energy, man. I tell you all the time. That confusion shouldn't be there. Let's see the soul connection. Six of Wands reversed, 10 of Cups reversed, 6 of Cups reversed. Okay, so this does stem back to some past life shit. I think when it all comes down to it, I don't think this contract is complete. It's supposed to be a relationship, but he's confused. He doesn't know what in the hell he wants. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, masculine and feminine counterparts. So this is supposed to be a relationship. But with the Two of Swords, 10 of Cups reversed, he's not on board. 7 of Swords, he's playing around and playing games. So, see, there's a general theme. The same general theme is coming out for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Emperor reversed.
And you did the deck swap?
Yeah. It's a general theme coming out for everybody. Not everybody, but a lot of them. Supposed to be a relationship, but he's not on board. He's playing games. So you all have already overshot your target. So it's hard to say what's going to happen when it's not even happening the way it was supposed to. That's where it gets tricky to read. Nine of Cups. Okay. Yeah, Lover's card reversed. So the longer this string's on, the more of a dent it's putting in the connection between the two of you. it's kind of up to you at this point as to how much longer you're going to keep putting up with it. Have you had, the only thing that I would recommend, have you had the, where are we going with this conversation?
What are we?
What are we? That conversation needs to be had like ASAP. What are we? Where are we going with this? My concern is, though, is that somebody like that is usually going to flip it and try to make you sound crazy for saying that. Make you sound like something's wrong with you. Or, you know, if he does that, if you try to have the what are we conversation and he tries to flip it on you and make you look or sound crazy, I would cut it off. I would cut it off. Normally, I don't do that. Most of the time, when it comes to an incomplete contract like that, I don't really have the authority to tell you to walk away from something. It's very, very rare that I say that, but that would be about the only advice I could give you. Got to have the what are we conversation. If he starts beating around the bush, trying to flip it on you, then I would personally just cut it off and back away.
That conversation is so annoying to have too, because you're like,
you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to, and then it makes you feel dumb for asking, and then like they'll be like, "What do you mean?" Or like try to gaslight you, and then you're just like, "Whatever." Then that's what I would do, and then I would just disappear.
Well, did me and you have that conversation?
Yeah, I had to ask you, and I was scared.
Well, I asked you to be my girlfriend first, though, right?
Yeah, but I thought you were just drunk.
Thought I was just drunk.
Yeah, I thought you were just asking me because you were drunk. He was drunk. We were drunk. I got him wasty pants. He couldn't hang.
Goofball. Well, I didn't have any sleep either.
See, even more reason why I wasn't sure if you were like being serious or not, because you were tired, delirious, and drunk.
You hadn't been able to tell by watching and listening to me talk and watching as much of my content that I don't talk and say.
Well, I didn't know. I just met you for the first time. You were a stranger.
I know, but okay. Anyway.
Anyways, someone said I seen your drunk video on the other channel. Oh, and wait, which one? The one where we were playing the games?
We've had a few drunk videos, but we're talking about the first day we met. July 9th, 2019, we met in Salt Lake City. And
did we? No, we didn't go live that night.
No, we went live the next day. No, well, I did there at the meet and greet, but
no. I know, but I think they're talking about the one we're playing when we were playing the game.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've done that many times, but
not very like many, but yeah, there was a few. That's when I like chopped off all my hair and I was like going through it.
In California?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we don't even drink like that ever. And then we were just like not really having a very good time. So we're like, you want to just get drunk?
Yeah. I remember that. I can't hang no more. I can't fucking drink. Every goddamn time I drink, I can have like 3 beers and I'm fucked up for 2 days.
You're hungover for 2 days.
2 days. My brain won't rest right. I can't sleep at night. I'm tossing and turning and all uncomfortable. It's like, man, fuck this shit. I'm getting too old for this shit, man. Getting too goddamn old for some drinking. Fuck some drinking. It ain't fun.
3, but you get the big tall cans too. So that's technically like 2 beers in there if you think about it.
It doesn't matter. 2 of those tall cans, shit, that used to be just, that wouldn't even be pre-game for me 10 years ago.
I know, same.
Not even.
That would be like disrespectful because it wouldn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I didn't even drink beer. Back in the day, all I would drink is just vodka.
Yeah. My pre-game.
Well, any liquor, actually.
My pre-game would be a pint of vodka straight to the dome. I would crack it and throw it, chug it. That was my pre-game when I was 27. Now I'm 37. Give me 2 fucking beers, I'm fucked up for 2 days. So I think I'm good on the alcohol.
Yeah.
I have no interest in that anymore.
We decided we're not drinking anymore.
Yeah. So.
Well, he said it first, and then I was like, I'll do it with you because I really don't care no more. It's not even fun. It's not even interesting. It's just like, what's the point? I don't know. It doesn't make me feel good anymore.
We should chat later.
I know. We're basically just chatting now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so our list is kind of dwindling down. So just know we are still taking orders for the live. If we end up finishing them all in this video, we're not coming back for part 2.
Well, we could come back for a part 2 later if you want.
Why? We don't have any. What are we gonna do? Just sit here?
Yeah, if you want. If it's that short, we can come back and chat.
On your main channel?
Yeah. Why not?
I guess. Chat. All right, we'll see. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna do Nikki. Will there be a reconciliation between my ex and I?
Queen of Cups reverse. Six of Cups reversed. Ooh. Well, I do think that this person is, how do I word this? Right now in the current moment, this person's kind of trying to move on from this, but has you in their back pocket for a rainy day, basically. So I would give it about a 50-50 chance. About a 50-50 chance, especially if this person's options dry up and they end up like whoever it is they're trying to get with now, or whatever the case may be, if it falls through, that would greatly increase the chances of this person trying to make a comeback. But if so, Six of Cups reversed, Five of Wands, be careful with that. Be very careful with that. I'd give it about a 50-50 chance. Hang on, let me see what the next spread says. Seven of Wands. So I don't even think you all completed your soul contract. I don't think so. But this person does have you in their back pocket for a rainy day. And if this person's options were to dry up, that would increase the chances of them making a comeback. But the contract wasn't complete. It wasn't complete. So I would give it, I almost want to say a 60-40 chance, but with this person right now in the current moment, thinking that they're pretty confident that they're going to move on, I would say 50-50 chance because the contract is incomplete.
The 60 being a yes? Or
Yeah. I kind of want to say that, but this person's intentions right now in the current moment is to try to move on from this. But I just don't really think their love life is going to be very successful because this energy is not, unless this person has a magical awakening, and takes a different energetic pathway, their love life is probably not going to be successful for the next few months. So that's why I say that it would probably increase the chances of them trying to make a comeback. That one's a tough one. And the contract is incomplete. I would say I'll give it a 60% chance that a reconciliation attempt is going to happen this year. If that does happen, proceed with caution. Proceed with extreme caution. Okay? I hate it when it comes out like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't come to a straight point.
Hold on a second.
Let's see. How many more we got?
Like 3 or 4. Yeah. So you just go to the website on the link I just put in the comment, and then click on the $25 reading, and then after, like, where you go submit your payment, it'll be there's a box. It says leave a note for the seller, and then just leave your question there. And we do require a specific question. And if you're asking about somebody, please include if it's like a past person, current person, or someone you have a crush on. Or it doesn't even have to be about love. We get that a lot too. You can ask about anything. It can be about like your job. It can be about gosh, I don't even know. Like the other person was asking about their friend, if they're gonna be clean, say clean or not, or like really anything except for the who, what, when, where's type questions, since he doesn't get like visions. He's not like a psychic.
Yeah.
He's not that so Raven.
Not only that, but there's a lot more that goes into it than just me not being a psychic. Because this is one thing that I think a lot of psychics don't understand, because you see this play out a lot. A psychic medium will tell somebody that something's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. So they think the psychic was inaccurate. The psychic wasn't inaccurate. The psychic just doesn't understand energy, and they don't understand if I tell you something's going to happen and you put your focus on that thing happening, you can energetically block that timeline. It's just by focusing on it. It's really complicated, but that's another part of the reason why I don't get into specifics of the who, what, when, where, why. Even if Jesus Christ himself was sitting on my shoulder telling me details, there are some details that I wouldn't tell you, because if I did, you would sabotage the path. Does that make sense?
That is so true, because I got a reading once. I think I told you guys before, but it was probably on the other channel. And I was asking about like, when am I gonna meet my person? What's he gonna be like? And I just wanted to know all these specifics, like the who, what, when, where, why, like all these things. And then I was told I'm gonna meet this guy and he's gonna have a son and he's gonna So then like and then I was gonna meet him in 18 months. Okay, that totally fucked me up, because let me tell you, this bitch hitter went on my calendar and I went all the way to like month 17, and I was like, okay. And then I made that's how psycho I am. Okay, I made like a reminder on my calendar for 17 months for me to start getting ready to meet my person. And so I was like, okay, I gotta get my hair done, I gotta get ready. And then once it was like month 18, every time I go to the store, or anytime I'd like meet someone new, I'd be like, oh, do you have a son? Or like just stupid stuff like that. Or I would constantly be looking around like, okay, where are they? Where are they? And literally that just pushed that timeline away, because I was looking for it. But then also in a way, it's also like manifesting it in a way, because you know it's coming. And then I waited and nothing ever happened. And then that's when I gave up, and I was like, well, I guess it's not even gonna happen. Whatever. I guess it was just a lie. Or I was like, maybe not a real like reader. So then I gave up, and then yeah, I don't remember how soon that was before I met you.
I thought we looked at it and it was like 6 months, wasn't it?
That was a different reader. That was a different tarot reading.
Oh.
But I think that was about like a year-ish, maybe, before I met you. Because that really pissed me off.
Well, okay, so
that really made me.
There's another. Again, it's really, really complicated. That doesn't mean that never happens, because I'm sure you've heard plenty of accounts where some psychic said that something was going to happen in October, and it fucking happened. When a psychic approaches you, 9 times out of 10, it's the universe is sending that person to you because you need to know. You need to know. Like, you're drifting off course. You need to prepare for something. Not everybody needs to know something so intently that the universe is going to send a psychic to you to warn you. It's kind of like sometimes a guardian angel will get sent to you to prepare you for something. That there are kind of rare instances like that, kind of like me, where I got my first tarot reading from some complete and total random lady right after I had moved 1,000 miles away from where I grew up. You know, every reading I've ever gotten comes to me. I don't go seeking out readings unless I need to know something. But every reading I've ever had comes to me. And the reason why it comes to me is because I'm drifting off path and I need to know something or be prepared for something or something like that. If you want to search out something, most of the time, honestly, it's not as imperative that you need to know. And that's why I give you ways to create your timeline. Does that make sense? I know it's so complicated, dude, but that's the short, sweet, in a nutshell version as to not only am I not a psychic medium, but even if I was, there'd still be some things that I wouldn't tell you because my goal is to hopefully help you figure out how to create your own timeline and navigate these situations yourself. Does that make sense? So
yeah.
Anywho,
sorry, we were blabbing.
We blabbing. We'll probably come back later and either have a chat and, we'll do the same thing. And if I guess none come in, we can just sit and chat.
Okay. All right. So thank you for being so patient. Next is Alexis. Is the Capricorn I'm talking to playing games or wants something serious?
Ooh, Knight of Wands. Ten of Swords reversed. See. Okay. Well, I kind of wish. Are you in the chat? How old is this person? Because this looks like really, really young, immature energy. So it's both in a way. In his mind, he's not playing games. In his mind, he's serious. But with the Knight of Wands here, Page of Swords, Devil card, he's mainly fueled by sexual attraction right now. Doesn't realize that. And he's very immature. Very immature. Knight of Swords. But he means well. In his mind, he thinks he wants something serious, but I don't think that he realizes that he's mainly being fueled by sexual attraction. So that's why you're feeling an energetic disconnect with this person. He means well, but I'm not convinced that he's mature enough to actually have something serious. Let's see what the second spread says. Four Cups reversed. See, Knight of Wands again. Prime example as to why I read with multiple decks. And then Queen of Cups. So, Seven of Swords reversed. Got that karmic wheel in there. He's serious. He wants something serious. My only concern is he mature enough to have and maintain something serious? That's where things always tend to go south when two people come together who have good intentions, but when it comes to laying a foundation and actually building a life partnership, that's beyond some people's comprehension. And that's where things start fucking up when they had good intentions in the beginning. So to answer your question as directly as possible, he's serious. He's not playing games, but does that mean that he's going to be a king of wands? Not necessarily. So, okay.
Okay, next. Oh, I keep forgetting to tell you. Well, we're not going to talk that long. It's going to be really quick. Today's 2/22. 2/22, and it was 11/11 on 2/22, and we missed it. Like we got the 11/11, but we didn't realize it was 2/22.
I screenshotted it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, next is Aris. My question is, should I end my current relationship? We have been together 7 years, but it feels stagnant. I am a Leo. He is a Scorpio.
King of Wands. Well, I got to look and see the status of the soul contract. What is the status of the soul contract? Ace of Cups. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Well, not according to the soul contract. Not according to the soul contract. with the Five of Pentacles and the Fool card both reversed. That's saying, no, don't abandon this. Don't make that leap out into the unknown. That's not the soul contract. But my thing is, if you're not feeling it and the two of you are not on the same page at the same time working towards the same goal, then what do you do? That's let me see if I can get a more solid, direct answer than that. Same theme for everybody. Long-term contract. King of Swords reverse. Queen of Swords reverse. Justice. Okay, and then the Eight of Cups reverse. So technically, spiritually, contractually, no. But again, if you all have fallen this far off path, eventually it's going to come to an end anyway. If this energy keeps rolling the way it's rolling, eventually that will lead to the demise of the connection. And the universe will kick the tower over on you eventually. So I guess what I would say is I would set some sort of time frame and do everything you can to try to get this going in a different direction, to alleviate that stagnancy, whatever it is that's causing this stagnant energy. I would try to clear it and get rid of it somehow. Whatever you mean by stagnant, I don't really know what you mean by that. But I would be trying to take some action. Do some things differently, spice things up a little bit, start a different routine, and if you can't do that by a certain time frame, then I would end it. But that's not the soul contract. I think it's probably supposed to be at least a little bit longer than that. But yeah, okay.
Okay, Antoinette is next. I feel like I'm healing over my exes. They taught me to trust my intuition, self-worth, to spot red flags and leave when it's wrong. I've been using tarot and taking all your courses. Am I on the right path to healing? I am a Pisces.
Oh yeah. I don't need a tarot card to tell you that. Yeah, that's the healing path. And that path can be a long, drawn-out, extended path. But yeah, that's the path. I don't know what to read here. Three of Swords reversed. Four of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the healing path. That's it. That's pretty much it. The only thing that I would kind of recommend is once you understand the gist of it like that, don't drive yourself too nuts trying to make it happen. Because once you get that, and once you understand that, and you understand the concept of the healing path, for the most part, it'll pretty much take care of itself for the very most part. But yeah. 10 of Wands reversed, 3 of Swords reversed. Ace of Swords, Hangman. Okay. Yeah. That's the path. That's how the healing path works. And it would also, I guess, kind of depend on how long you've been on that path. But you got the gist of it. You got the idea of it. Figuring out what you learned. The only thing, again, is that when it all comes down to it, the healing path isn't just figuring out what you learned. That's very important. But the healing path is integrating what you've learned. And once you've integrated what you've learned, it's going to start creating and producing new results in your life. And you kind of have to allow the universe to let that unfold on the universe's time. So, you know, to a certain extent, when it comes to doing all this, there's a certain extent of it that you don't have control of. You just kind of have to let the universe do it. And the universe is going to put you in the situations at the right place at the right time that give you the opportunity to integrate your lessons and your wisdom. And before you know it, you'll be looking around at a very, very, very different life. And it can be a few years sometimes. But yeah, that's the path. You're on the right path, as it were.
So once we get through our list, if there aren't any more, I want to show a couple of my my crystal necklaces and stuff that I have, and maybe we can do like a little live sale and see if there's anything that anyone likes, and then we can kind of do that in the meantime while we're like waiting. I think that'd be a good idea because I have a lot of good stuff, and it's hard for me to take a picture of it and then really give it like a photo sometimes just doesn't do justice. Sometimes you need to see it like on video, so we can do that also when we're done with this. Okay, so I'm reading the comment right now. I'm in the UK. I can't pay through the link. Look in the comments, scroll up a little bit. You can either text me on that number right there or email me tarotwithrich@gmail.com and I can send you an invoice. I can do it through there if you're in a different country because I know sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know why. It's weird. Okay, next is Andrea. What are male Capricorn's current feelings towards me? We are friends / romantic interests. I am a female Gemini, met through work couple years ago.
Queen of Cups reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. Emperor. Well, Two of Cups. Okay. So the short answer is Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. I think this person's intentions are for this to eventually turn into a relationship. With the Nine of Swords here and the Emperor, he's scared. He's nervous. But we'll never let you know that. So with this Emperor here, the Emperor ain't going to let you know shit about any kind of vulnerability or kink in their armor. But here's the question. Well, first of all, he's scared, but why, if he wants a relationship, and I would imagine you do, why isn't it coming together naturally and organically? There's an energetic disconnect between the two of you that's creating a blockage. It's creating a blockage. Part of it is his fear and, you know, his inferiority complex, as it were. Another part of it, though, is just straight up an energetic disconnect between the two of you. But I'm thinking he hopes that this will somehow, some way, I don't know if he's waiting for the right opportunity to come forward with a love offer or if he's waiting for you to come forward with a love offer. I don't know. I don't get how, maybe he doesn't even know. It's just kind of hoping that that door opens and it just kind of happens. But when you're that scared, if you're that damn scared to come forward with a love offer, would he even know how to react to it? If you did come forward with a love offer, would he even know?
Oblivious.
Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. He's pretty lonely and empty deep down on the inside. Pretty lonely and empty. But he's wearing the cloak of false confidence. He probably doesn't let anybody know how he really feels deep down on the inside. So he has his guard up and he's defensive. So I would say proceed with caution on this. Proceed with caution on this because he's hoping to just find a relationship with somebody, anybody, but he's too afraid to pursue you. He's probably too afraid to pursue anybody like that. So, yeah. I wish I knew how long this situation's been going on like this because it shouldn't go on like this for too long. With that confusion like that, not knowing where this is going, that shouldn't string on for too long before something's done. A decision is made one way or the other. All right.
So to add your question, when you go on the website, you're going to click on the $25 live reading option. Click on that. Scroll down. It'll ask you what name you want to go by. Type in your name or anonymous or an alias. The next screen after that, when you go to purchase, there will be a box and it'll say leave a note to the seller. And then you can leave your question right there. If you miss it, it's okay. Just not a big deal. Just send me your question here in the comments too. So hold on a second.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Give me like 30 seconds to a minute.
30 seconds. All right, timer's on. Let me see. I think I got your question, Gina. Your question came through. I got it. And then Lydia, I'm sending you an invoice right now. So I'm gonna make you an invoice through Square, but if this doesn't work, just let me know and then I can send you one through PayPal because I know the PayPal one always works. I'm just gonna see if this one works though. First, you're gonna be my guinea pig. Oh, okay. Let me see, Gina. Hold on. Basically, you're wanting to know how he feels, right? If you want to change it, your question, just let me know. I can change it. Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Steph, how does my boyfriend feel about me? Or are we going to work out? Been together 8 years. He doesn't help me with rent and is controlling, but just games all the time.
Man, 8 years? King of Swords. Okay, so Page of Cups. So I have to preface this. How does he feel about you? He loves you. But Page of Cups, the pages are the most immature characters in the entire tarot. So he has his version of love for you. But he is incredibly immature. And not only that, but he's very comfortable with what you all have. If it's been that long, he does not believe that you are ever going anywhere. So he's very comfortable with how things are. He has his version of love for you, which is basically like the love of a 10-year-old, you know. But yeah, so he loves you. He's just extremely immature. Let's see what the next spread says. Oops. Yeah, there it is again. Page of Cups. So he loves you. He's just extremely. I'm not convinced that he's even mature enough to be the person that you need him to be, to play the role that you need him to play. Not only is he not mature enough, but he is so comfortable with it because it's been stringing on for so long that he doesn't believe that he has to change. So, yeah, he pretty much, he wants to stay with you for life and believes that he will. He loves you. He's just extremely immature. So, okay. Sagey, what's up, buddy? What's up, Sagey Wage? You come say hi, buddy. Sagey.
That's a baby. Oh, look, he brought you his lammy.
Yeah.
Gigi, who's the lammy for? That has to be for me because it's in my office.
Come say hi, Sagey.
He's gonna bitch.
He's gonna get mad at me. I can't pick him up for long, but this is Sagey. Some of y'all haven't seen him since he was a kitten back in 2021. Say hi, Sagey.
Sagey. He's usually a big talker. Hi, are you being a good boy? He's like, no, put me down. And put me down.
All right.
All right, next is Gina.
So when did you want to go get that crystal necklace or whatever? Oh, when
They're
we're
just
done?
right there.
When
Yeah,
we're-
I'll finish our list. Okay, this guy I have been seeing on and off for 7 years. I know he fucks around, although I never caught him. I told him last week it was over. I changed my mind. He came back, but I want to know how he really feels and if he really is a player. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, wait, which one, Gina, which one do you want read? Do you want to know, because she said something else in the comments. She wants to know if she should be done with him and how does he feel. So which one do you want? Which one do you want? She says, I'm 15 years older and I'm 64. I'm too old to date like this. So I guess that's why I'm hanging on. Kind of both, just more info. Well, you can only ask one because this is a one question reading. So you either want to know. Why are you pulling cards? We don't know what the question is.
I want to see what comes through.
Okay, we're going to see what comes through.
Okay, 9 of Cups.
She wants to know how he really feels. Final answer.
Okay, well, yeah. So 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords. He doesn't know how he feels about.
Oh my gosh, it's like the theme of the day.
2 of Swords, 9 of Cups. 2 of Swords is about being indecisive. This 2 of Swords has been coming out for everybody. I don't really think there's a whole lot you don't know about this person. So I think when it all comes down to it, he would rather be single and independent. And if he could, let's put it that way, when it comes to fucking around and whatnot, if he could, he would. If he could. But yeah, when it comes, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, when you don't know how somebody feels, it's because they don't know how they feel most of the time. But yeah, I don't see him overwhelmed with emotion. I don't see that. I could go grab a totally different deck.
You know what we need to do with your decks?
What?
Just freaking scribble them all over, and then I give them a good shuffle so they quit reading the same shit.
see.
That's what I really want to do with these cards. Just move around.
I'm going to go put a couple of them up and swap them out here in a minute. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's more than one person in his energy. Now, I don't have any cups on the table here. So does he have feelings? No. No. I don't think he has, like, he's not overwhelmed with emotion. I wouldn't say that. But he does feel an abnormally strong connection with you, and he just doesn't know why. And it's because you all have a karmic tie. I don't think he knows this consciously. But yeah, when it all comes down to it, I think for the very most part, your intuition is spot on about this person. If he was able to, yeah, he would be messing around if he could. I say it that way because you never know how successful he is at that. But yeah, so, I mean, if it was me with that energy like that, I probably wouldn't stick around for it. You know, I wouldn't.
Yeah, on and off for 7 years too.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, he's able to."
Oh, okay. Lynn. Probably is. Probably is.
Are you gonna go swap those out, or what are you doing?
Hmm?
Are you swapping out your decks right now, or
that's
not?
right.
Because if
Yeah. Yep.
we are reaching for the golden years. Treat yourself like gold and shine. I love that. That's so good. Guys are like the worst nowadays. I'm very lucky that I found this guy.
Found me.
I found you. That's so
Found
creepy.
me. You gotta have two
Thank you,
people.
Garnet.
2 people who are so sick of playing games that they're not scared of being alone. There. Boom.
Hello, Autumn Moonlight. Crystal Princess. I don't know what you're talking about. When did we do your reading? I don't remember what everybody's names are because you guys give me aliases and then your guys' names on here are different. And then, like,
This?
no. Somebody in the chat.
Hmm.
They're wanting to know about if it was a soul contract, but I don't remember when we did their reading. He's Aquarius. I'm Sagittarius. I'm gonna read off one more and then I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick. Okay, next we're gonna do Mia. Hello, rich and gorgeous wife. Oh, thank you. I'm an Aquarius and I have been single for years after many narcissists and a terrible 21-year marriage. When is my person coming in? I have done so much healing.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work that way. When you match the frequency, when you match the vibration. This is what I've been dedicating the last 7 years of my career to trying to figure out how to explain is how to match that frequency. It's so hard to explain. But I can tell you this much. When you match that frequency, meeting your person will be the last thing on your mind. I still have that course in my school, How to Attract Your Life Partner, where I break it all down. The quantum physics, the science, the energy behavior, I break it all down in a perspective that I've never heard anybody on the internet breaking it down and explaining it. Let me see here. Justice. Yeah, there's been quite a bit of healing done. Still a little bit more that needs to be done, though. But, see, we got to get out of this energy. This energy right here is the leading cause of people not attracting their person. We need to go from this to this. This is the 9 of Cups. one step away from the Ten of Cups. And basically, it's the card of being happy, whole, fulfilled, and complete. And the reason why it's so hard to explain this, I've been trying this for 7 years now, is because we're so conditioned to look at it backwards. So in order for your soul to exist in this dimension, in this 3D earth realm, our vibration has to be really fucking low. Our vibration is so low that it creates amnesia. You forget who you are and why you're here. That amnesia in turn creates the illusion of separation. We appear to be separate from and apart from everyone else. It's a big illusion. The illusion of separation in turn creates the illusion that there's this big empty void that's in our hearts. We feel empty, lonely, and incomplete. And it's all a big illusion. And to pour salt on the wound, they've conditioned us and conditioned us and conditioned us to believe that the only way to fill that empty void is to find the right relationship with the right person. And that's what's going to fill the imaginary void that's not even there and make us feel happy, whole, fulfilled, complete, and abundant. And that's completely backwards. And figuring out how to explain that everything that we've been conditioned to think about love and relationships is completely backwards is challenging. It's very, very challenging. Very challenging. It doesn't mean relationships aren't important. It's just so much to it, man. There's so much to it. You are on the right track, though. You are on the right track. Still a little bit more healing that needs to be done. And let me just put it to you like this. Most people who are with their actual person met their person after they gave up on trying to find their person. Gave up and resigned to just being alone for the rest of their life. Now, I'm not saying do that. I'm just trying to kind of get you thinking on the track of what it means to match that frequency. You know, if I go any further into it, it's going to take forever. But yeah, I do have a whole course on that. You're on the right track. There is still some healing that needs to be done. And when you step into that frequency of being so content, fulfilled, and abundant that your person is the last thing on your mind, that's when you meet them.
I also put the link to your course in the comments too. If anyone wants to get that, how to attract your life partner. I think it's what, $12.99?
Mm-hmm.
And you can also access that on our website too, tarotwithrich.com. Yeah. How are you doing?
Good.
Energy wise, you're good?
Yeah.
And that was like some random card I just found on the floor.
Yeah, that goes to my deck that I just took in there. I must
Oh.
have dropped it and didn't realize it.
Okay. All right, next we're reading for Camy. My ex, Aris, or wait, maybe that's her name, I don't know. Disappeared. Okay, my ex disappeared after my grandfather passed away. I found out he was with someone else a couple of weeks later. I didn't hear from him for over 9 months until recently. I called him out and told him he was dead to me. How is he feeling now?
Well, he's not dead to you then, is he? It's all good. I know what you mean. I've been there. Let's see. Six of Wands. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So, man, this goes right in line with a lot of Aries people, man. Deep down, he feels stupid. Deep down. Deep down, he feels stupid and ashamed. But this is the part that is so confusing about Aries people. Do they pretend that they don't care, or do they actually flip some switch in their brain? I don't know, but he's wearing a cloak of false confidence to make it look like he wants you to think that he's moved on and happy, and he has every intention of keeping that facade going for the rest of his life. But when it all comes down to it, he feels stupid. He feels stupid, to bounce to somebody else, while you're going through something like that. He feels stupid. He knows that was not the right thing to do. Let's see what the second spread says. Ten of Swords reversed. Judgment, Moon card. Okay. Yeah, say 10 of Wands. Yeah, he still feels a pretty strong connection with you, honestly. He does. But, he's repressing that and holding that to himself and has no intentions of ever letting you know that. So, yeah, he feels stupid at the end of the day, and still feels a pretty strong connection that he's just waiting until the connection goes away and fighting against it until he just forgets about it. That's his goal, at least. So, all right.
Okay, next is for Cookie. Is my situationship completely over?
Situationship? Well, I guess let's look at the soul contract and see if it's complete. Nine of Swords reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Yeah. Well, okay. So I kind of wish I knew how long this situationship was going on, because here's the thing. Usually these kind of connections are usually really brief, 3 to 6 months, but I guess it just depends on the individual. But the primary reason why you and this person connected was to drastically alter the trajectory of your life path. Drastically. Where you end up 5 years from now is strongly influenced by this situationship in ways that will not make sense until after you hit your target. So it's put you on the path that you need to be on. So now there's technically no real spiritual reason for the two of you to be together, but it hasn't played itself all the way out yet. So technically the soul contract has served its purpose, yes. But let me see here. There still could be a reconciliation attempt, though. Emperor. Five of Wands reversed. And the King of Cups. There's potential for a reconciliation attempt. I'm seeing a lot of that energy coming from this person for some reason. It's not telling me why. I don't know why. But there is that energy coming from this person of a reconciliation attempt. But technically, by the spiritual contract, yes, it's over. So I would say that if you do end up hearing from this person, be very careful, because the connection already served its purpose. So the likelihood that it'll repeat the cycle is very, very high.
All right, next is Lydia. My question is, am I ready to move on in love. Background, I have been stuck for too long and I am not sure if I should move on or spend more time healing.
Okay. Ooh, lover's card. Okay. So, both. It is time to move on, but there's still more healing that needs to be done. However, you're at a place where you've done pretty much all the healing that you can do just on your own. A big part of the healing process and the energy transmutation process has to happen through other experiences. That makes sense? So both. It is time to get up and move on, but there's still going to be a lot of healing that happens through your future experiences. And as long as you stay, I got that lover's card right there. As long as you stay on that path, you are headed straight towards your divine life partner. Now, there will be obstacles in the way, though. And the overcoming of those obstacles is what the overcoming of those obstacles has to happen in order for the rest of your healing to work out. Does that make sense? Knight of Cups reverse. Yeah. Your cycle is pretty much complete. 10 of Cups. So yeah, it's time to move on. It is. It's time. Well, I can't really say it's time, but what's next is supposed to contractually be something much, much, much more successful. Just go about it with caution. Keep in mind that, when you first step off onto this new path of healing, to be cautious and approach everything with energetic awareness. There will probably be some tests, some challenges, some obstacles. And as long as you're integrating everything you've been learning on your healing process, I could see you easily with your actual person in the next year to 2 years. So, all right. Starting to get that drain, babe.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
How many more are there?
2.
Okay, let's just do these 2 more. And you can still pre-order because we are coming back later. Okay, let's finish up this list right here. And we'll come back later at, what do you want to do, like 4 or 5? Then we can...
It would be 4, not 5. That's way too long.
Okay. Well, so we'll come back at 4 and we can sit and chat.
And I'll show you guys some of my crystals that I have.
And in the meantime, you can pre-order anytime.
Well, it'll be like a pre-order, or it'll be like live reading / crystals / chat.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
All right. So we're doing these 2. Any other payments that come in will be read later. Later on.
Yeah. So we're going to do Whitney and KB, and then we're going to wrap it up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Whitney, I'm a Gemini. My person is a Cancer, and we've been going through some things. And ever since you got this new job, things have changed. I think maybe it was meant to say ever since he got this new job, things have changed. Has he met someone at his job, or is he just talking to somebody else?
Hierophant. reverse, 10 of swords. Well, I'm not seeing another person directly in his energy. Not directly right now in the current moment. 2 of Cups reversed, Empress reversed. But what's happening right now could end up resulting in infidelity in the future. Because what's happening right now is you all are making an energetic shift. Okay. Anything that happens in your routine is going to create an energetic shift. You know, getting a new job, moving to a new location, something that's going to create an energetic shift. And if the two of you aren't able to navigate that together, yeah, you see that happen a lot of times. You know, it was all good until this person got this new job, or until they moved across town, or until my mother passed away, or something that creates an energetic change between the two of you. And the two of you have to be able to navigate that together as a team. And as easy as that sounds, it can be tricky. That can be tricky. And if the two of you aren't able to navigate that energetically, then it could end up resulting in infidelity with the 7 of Cups right here. Because I don't really think, if this energy keeps pushing, I don't think that would be beneath him. If this energy keeps pushing this way. But right now, in the current moment, I don't see anybody else in his energy. Not right now. Not right now. See what the second spread says. 3 of Pentacles reversed. And 7 of Cups again. Page of Cups reversed though. So I don't think so right now in the current moment. Okay. But it's getting to a point where the energy between the two of you is pushing the two of you apart. So it's getting to a point where talking to somebody else wouldn't be beneath him. I know that's fucked up. I'm not saying that I condone that, but that's just the way a lot of people react to that, you know, unfortunately. So yeah, hopefully you all are able to navigate these energetic shifts and changes together. You know, because you want to build a life partnership with somebody, those things are going to happen. You know, there's going to be things that change the routine, change the energy, and we have to be able to, together as a team, flow with that and ride the waves together, you know. And it's trickier than it sounds. When you're in the middle of it, you see how hard it can be. But yeah, to answer your question directly, I don't think he's talking to somebody right now, but if this energy doesn't straighten itself out, it's probably only a matter of time.
Hold on.
Wow, that's cool. Synchronistic.
Yeah. Okay, last one we're going to do, and then we're going to wrap it up. KB. A very complicated situation, I believe, is soul contract. We were collaborating. I walked away without warning last year. I'm wondering if he has any true feelings of wanting to fix things, or if he's closed off and okay to move on without mutual clarity. Thanks, Rich.
Well, yeah, it's absolutely a soul contract.
And then, they're in the comments. Says, I'm a Scorpio sun, Aqua moon. He's Aquarius sun, Aries moon. Thank you.
Yeah, it's absolutely a soul contract. Absolutely. Very rarely do people come together with no soul contract and make any fucking thing happen. People try that all the time. You know, I would say about 20% of the readings that I do are people coming together who don't have a contract in this lifetime, but it usually doesn't go very far at all, you know. But yeah, Scorpio and Aquarius, both fixed signs. And I'm gonna tell you what, when an Aquarius closes you off, man, good luck. Good luck.
Yikes.
But let's see here. 9 of Swords. Yeah, see? Yeah. Hierophant or Emperor reverse, I'm sorry. Yeah, Aquarius card reversed in the 9 of Swords. Yeah. Now, like I said, good luck. He's very, 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 very stuck in his ways and is actually a lot more upset about this than you know. But he is absolutely not going to let you know that. Absolutely not. Absolutely. So looks pretty much like he's stuck in his ways. But speaking of the soul contract, I think you all pretty much completed it. It did serve its purpose. I think so. Yeah, karmic wheel upright, 6 of Wands. I think this was a successful soul contract, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Let's see what the second spread says. Nine of Wands, got that guard up. And King of Swords reversed. Yeah, he's pretty well stuck in his ways, man. And then 9 of Swords again. See, it's pretty well stuck in his ways. A lot more bothered by this than you know, but has no intentions of letting you know anything about how he feels. So for right now, yeah, it looks like he's pretty closed off. So, all right. Okie dokie. Didn't we have a couple? We got a couple more, right?
Right now we have one so far that we're gonna start with when we come back.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for participating. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for being here, hanging out with us. And we will be back at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And then we'll just hang out. And whatever comes in, comes in. If not, we're gonna show the crystals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We got a lot of crystals. A whole lot.
Yeah,
So.
I'm gonna go dig in and find some more. So anyways, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right. See you in a little bit.